Well, of course it's 2 a.m. on a Saturday, right? There's no other better time for me to film something or do something besides maybe go to sleep, right? Can't do that. Can't go to sleep. Just like most of you guys. Bill H, we got you a whole setup. And now that I've gotten rid of the monster SX bike, the world's tallest SX, now that it's gone, the Cafe Racer is more than good. The only thing I really need to do right now is finish painting the other side of the logo. I have a dashboard for it, and I could put some underlights in and then make the wiring all go away, stuff like that. Make it just absolutely amazing. And the owner said, yeah, so I think that's probably what I'm going to do next. After we get Bill done. We got to get Bill done and get him out because this is his main mode of transport. But I wanted to show you guys the update on the RSF. These version 2 arms are just everything I dreamed they would be when I was first getting into this because I hated the triangle arm. And so I designed this on my own. I had CJ fabricate it for me, and he hated doing it because I didn't have blueprints. It was just drawings. But he figured it out. And since then, I think we've made 9 of these in various lengths. I'm very pleased with it, and I'm excited to have my own. We're going to go ahead and mount this QS90 motor to it. Yes, I'm going to stay 48 volt. The battery tray will go somewhere in here. I have fit a couple of those CAOMM Calm batteries in here. I used to have a 2-pack of 14 amp hours that rested in here and gave me 60 amps. But I want 120 amps. So if I want to go back with comms, I'm going to need to use 4 of them. Or I can just throw in 3 of those orange Scud packs that we keep getting. This will be, those 3 batteries right there are what I'm going to use. So once we get those guys on there, we'll throw that 14-inch front wheel on there, get the brakes set up, possibly another fork. But I'm very happy with the forks that I came up with. As you guys can see, I use them a lot. They're very comfortable. They're easy to adjust. I like them. They keep the bike's weight low. I like keeping the mass down. I especially don't like having 72-volt battery that only does 80 to 100 amps when I know I can slap a couple of 48s in here and do the same thing and weigh a whole lot less. Now that we've got this set up and everything looks pretty much correct, the shock is not correct. That's our filler shock that we use to mock stuff up. But it's pretty close. The only thing I really need to do now is decide on if I want to go with 35 chain like I always do. Well, this guy's crazy, so I had to put a 428 on there. It was just too nuts. That's a QS120, 500 amp fardriver in there, 14-inch rear wheel. This thing hits full speed in under 2 seconds. It's just too quick. I want something that's at least comfortable. So what we've done is we made a version 2, which looks to be about a 7-inch stretch, 12-inch rear grom wheel, and I'm trying to decide on what I'm going to use. I'm thinking I was going to go ahead and get a 35 sprocket for this guy, like we did on the Monster SX. However, if you guys don't know, a friend of mine named Brian started a company called Belts and Shit. And he makes belt drive setups for everybody. He told me today that if I send him one of these sprockets, he'll go ahead and print me a belt drive sprocket to go on here. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. We'll give that a shot. What do you think? I'm loving it. Now that you know what's going on, I've got this old brush offset 20. Apparently it's a 20 light. And I don't want it. I'm in Texas. If somebody wants this, I'll provide you with a battery and the Razor controllers, extra throttles, all that stuff. It's a jumper. This thing is made to jump 3-4 feet in the air. I don't want it. Somebody's got $700, come get it. I'm going to send this off to PY Moto because everybody keeps janking his chain whenever they're trying to give him a frame. So we're going to go ahead and make this smaller, package it up, and give it to PY Moto. This does not have an owner, but I sure would like it to have an owner. Or we're going to go try to find some hills we can go climb with it. And Mr. Bill, we're trying to get you set up and gone here real soon. I don't want you riding the bus anymore. Mr. Tim, it has been a pleasure. I will continue. There's not much left to do. This thing is amazing.